it do, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pink, and I am here with my 20 most shocking celebrity moments of 2022 list. Yes, this year was crazy when it came to pop culture. Celebrities were literally showing their black ass, okay? Or their white, or whatever color they are. They were acting up. They were acting bad, as Diddy likes to say. In this video, I'll be breaking down number 20 through 11. So without further ado, let's get to my number 20 pick of the most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. Coming in at number 20, we have ABC co-hosts TJ Holmes and AB Robach's affair, child. I don't even watch morning news, and this story had me in a tizzy. I did maybe one or two videos on the topic. It was one of the biggest scandals at the end of 2022. I had never heard of this man, never seen that man, sorry to that man or this white woman ever before in my life. But they made headlining news with their affair, which was just so messy. It was like a Lifetime movie in real life. He was not only sleeping with her, but another coworker that was her best friend and allegedly other women at the job. They both were married. She's married to Andrew Shue from Melrose Place. He's married to a beautiful black woman. They have children together. And the sad part about it was he was the one, about a month after the scandal broke, he was the one that finally filed for divorce. I don't know what was going on with the wife, why she wouldn't file herself. Was she trying to hold on to the marriage? I don't know, child, but I would have been wrote up that divorce decree, because everybody in this situation was just trifling, child. Woo! Meanwhile, he up here looking like a fake ass Brian Gumble. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with you, sir. At number 19, we have none other than Bennifer. When the news broke that these two dimwits got back together, a lot of people were really excited, saying they were meant to be. Oh my God, they got back together after 20 years. Boo, tomato, tomato. I just feel like this is one of the dumbest celebrity relationships ever on both parties' parts. When they broke up 20 years ago, Ben blamed his cheating and hating the paparazzi and her makeover and his gambling addiction, all of that on her. She said that it was the worst heartbreak ever. And that she hadn't loved anybody like him since. He went and married a whole nother woman named Jennifer a few weeks after calling off the engagement with you, darling. Like, had whole kids with this lady. All right. He is a known cheater, addict, gambler, liar. Like, I don't know what is going on in Jennifer Lopez's mind, but that lady is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, honey. She is just desperate and needy and just cannot be alone and live without a man. And I don't know why she think this man is her soulmate. Maybe he is. Maybe I don't know what the meaning of soulmate mean, child. But if this is her soulmate, then what the hell that mean I got coming for me? I don't want none of my raggedy old boyfriends to be none of my soulmates, child. Jennifer Lopez needs to get it together and forget being forever. I do not see this pair lasting long at all. I think this was a huge mistake, and I think she's going to leave this relationship worse off than what she was 20 years ago. Number 18 is that crazy mofo from Chicago, Kanye West versus the world. In 2022, Kanye had some of the most shocking moments from any celebrity that I have ever witnessed. From his public outbursts to getting on social media and begging his followers to tell Kim to allow him to see Chicago West for her birthday, to the attacks on Pete Davidson calling him Skeet, to his fallout with Adidas and losing his company and billions of dollars, to his relationship with Julia Fox, to showing PORN to Adidas execs as a way of showing them oppression, him continuing to be a Republican and side with Trump, to him basically pledging his allegiance to Hitler of all people, his anti-Semitic statements against Jewish people. I mean, this man was really wilding out this year. And unfortunately, I don't see things getting any better for this man. I can see him continuing to spiral out of control because there's literally no one around him that I think can reel him in. Nobody at all, except for Jesus himself. And if his mama was to come back, from the grave, those are the only two people. And I know my God can do anything. So that's the only way I'm going to see it happen, is through God. I pray that he does get it together, but unfortunately, I don't see it happening. And at times I find myself trying to give him grace because I know that he does suffer from bipolar syndrome. And I know that that is a lot of why he has these outbursts. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also believe that he believes a lot of the stuff that he says. So I've unfortunately wiped my hands of him. I never was a huge Kanye West fan like that anyway. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed some of the clothes. He was a big part of the culture. But overall, outside of his musical accomplishments and what he's done with his clothing line, he has been a huge disappointment. Coming in at number 7, we have the one and only incomparable dream girl, Sheryl Lee Ralph. What's shocking about Sheryl Lee Ralph is that she has had a career in Hollywood for over 30 years, and she is having her biggest career high ever. This woman has starred on Broadway, getting her start on Broadway in Dreamgirls, to having movie roles, television roles, being Brandy's stepmother on Moesha, for her fight against AIDS throughout the years, her beautiful singing voice, to now being on one of the biggest, or if the biggest, sitcom on television right now, Abbott Elementary. She is on fire. And like I said, it's shocking because she's been in the industry for over 30 plus years and she's just not getting her flowers and her just due. It is long overdue. I'm so happy for Sheryl Lee Ralph. She has been a national treasure to us in the Black community for years, but now I'm so happy that the world gets to see all of what she is able to do. Her winning the Emmy in 2022 for Abbott Elementary, to her Emmy speech, honey, she is just everything and more. She is red hot right now. She is on everybody's tongue, and I just hope in 2023 she continues to ride that wave of success. At number 16, we have Keeping Up with the Kardashian megastar Kimberly Noel Kardashian, formerly known as West, and her dating Pete Davidson while wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress to the Met Gala. A mouthful. It was not only a shock that Kim Kardashian was dating Pete Davidson. Pete, skinny, funny boy, funny looking Davidson. Yeah. Kim. Pete Davidson. Never in a million years would have saw that coming. Never in a million years after she left Kanye would I think that Pete Davidson, of all people, would be the next man on that roller coaster ride of a coochie. It was weird. We didn't know if it was a real relationship, a PR relationship, a rebound. I don't know what it was, but it was weird as hell. She had this man around her children after months of knowing him, which was super irresponsible in my eyes. Then on top of that, another shocking moment from Kim this past year was her wearing Marilyn Monroe's iconic happy birthday dress to the Met Gala. A lot of people went up for it. A lot of people thought that she was totally out of line and that she shouldn't have been allowed to wear such an iconic, history-making dress. I thought that it was iconic at first. I loved the idea of it, but then I had to remember the sentimental value and how much I love and adore Marilyn. And I just felt like that is a priceless artifact that should not have been touched in that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, after she wore it, some stitching popped, some of the rhinestones fell off. She couldn't even zip the dress up over her bum. It was just a mess. It really was. The moment was a mess. It was also controversial because she dropped so much weight within like a 2-week time span. And it really wasn't that worth it. She got to wear the dress walking up the steps and had to immediately take it off. And on top of that, Pete Davidson was her date. Not only shocking, but weird. We've hit the number 15 mark, and at number 15 is the bad gal from Barbados, Robin Rihanna Fenty's pregnancy. I will never forget the morning I woke up and got on Instagram and saw this legendary photograph of Rihanna, her baby bump, and A$AP Rocky holding hands, walking through Harlem and announcing her pregnancy. She looked absolutely stunning. Everything about her pregnancy announcement was just so so edgy, so shocking, so hood, so for the culture, so East Coast. It was just screaming Harlem. It was just everything. It was just dope. I love them as a couple. This has been a long overdue relationship. They have had a relationship prior around 2013, 2014 or whatever, but they always remained friends. And now they share a beautiful baby boy who we just got to see together. We still don't know his name, but they have a beautiful family. She's in love, he's in love, and I'm just so happy for Rihanna. She is just a mega star with, you know, this $1 billion company, and she's about to perform at the Super Bowl, making her comeback. And I'm just so happy for everything that she got going on in her life right now. Two of my faves are coming in at number 14, and that is Prince Harry and the Duchess Meghan Markle. Harry and Meghan continue to keep their names in the media, even though they don't like the press that much, especially the UK press, not so much over here. But they had shocking moments in 2022 with their documentary on Netflix, which I watched immediately. As soon as it dropped, I was in front of my television, absorbing and digesting and dissecting every word that came out of their mouths. They left no crumbs behind. They expose a lot about the royal family and the injustices that Meghan received and is still receiving from that family and the firm. Not only did they continue to fight against the UK press and the firm, Queen Elizabeth passed away. There is a huge rift between Harry and William. Now Prince Charles is the king. Camilla is the queen consort, and Kate and William are just in a loveless, miserable marriage, just like Charles and Kate used to be, allegedly, and jealous of the freedom and the love that Harry and Meghan have with one another. That family is just filled with so much toxicity, honey, rumors, betrayals, shenanigans, cheating. It is just literally a telenovela. And I'm here for every moment. But I am rooting for Harry and Meghan, and I want them to continue to eat the girls up. They have inked so many deals, which have made them multi-millionaires. So I'm just happy they out here getting to the bag together and giving the royal family their butts to kiss. At number 13, we have my girl, one of my favorite actresses, singers, dancers. She is a triple threat, a quadruple threat, because she's also a television host, honey. Yes, ma'am, I am talking about Miss Keke the Palmer. Much like her predecessor, Shirley Ralph, Keke Palmer had one of the best years of her career in 2022, from her breakout role in the movie Nope to her starring in the Buzz Lightyear cartoon with Chris Evans, to her funny skits on her Instagram page, her YouTube channel where she puts different content creators on, as well as her funny SNL hosting where she debuted her pregnancy bump. Yes, she is expecting her first child, and everybody is just rooting for Kiki. She is just everything and more. She is literally a national treasure. And I remember people used to say she was annoying and stuff like that a few years ago, but now everybody is just in love with Kiki, and especially in the Black community, we literally are just supporting her and protecting her because she is everything. She's unproblematic, she is funny, she's just so happy and cheerful, and we're all just so happy that she is pregnant. I love the way she debuted her belly bump and it told the world that she was expecting her first child. It was an iconic moment. She looks beautiful. I had already been saying it for weeks. I knew that she was pregnant, but I'm just so happy for her and everything that she has coming for her in the future. I can totally see Keke Palmer getting an EGOT because, like I said, she is a quadruple threat. The girl can literally do everything, and I hope and pray that in 2023 she gets even bigger and better roles. I want to see her a part of the MCU. I just want everything for her. I hope that she continues to have a happy and safe pregnancy and welcome her sweet baby in 2023. We only got 2 more to go, you guys, for this video. So coming in at number 12, we have Brittney Griner. I am by no means a WNBA fan. I only know of a few of the girls, Brittney being one of them. So when I found out earlier on or in the middle of summer that she had been detained in Russia for having a vape pen, I was like, what? Oh girl, you in trouble. You are in trouble because we have been beefing with Russia here lately, or forever, honestly, ever since I was a little girl. But things had really soured between the US and Russia, and they literally were trying to make an example out of Brittney. They held her in jail for months while her wife begged and pleaded for her release. Joe Biden got involved, and after months of being in a Russian jail facility, she was finally released from Russian prison. And this was literally right after she'd cut off her hair because it was so cold that her hair was freezing when she was like doing her daily chores and things. So I felt so bad for her because she was literally being used as a pawn in a political game, and she was, like I said, literally being punished for something that was so minute, but it really didn't have anything to do with her. It was like literally them using her as a political pawn. So she was finally released from prison, and they did a prisoner swap where they swapped Brittney back to the US in return for the US giving Russia one of the biggest arms dealer that they'd caught back to Russia. Child, this was a scandal. It was shocking AF. And all I know is I know that lady happy to be home, but I know she has a lot of healing and inner work to do to get over such a devastating ordeal. And lastly, at number 11, I have Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's court trial. The world hadn't watched a celebrity court trial play out in front of our eyes that I can remember since the OJ trial. We had an in-depth look at this whole clownery this summer. Amber Heard and her theatrics, her fake tears, the faces that she was making, the anger, the crazy stories that were being told. Johnny Depp being unbothered by her presence, the testimonies, the lawyers. Johnny Depp's lawyer, the woman attorney, became, this celebrity phenomenon. People were wanting to know who she was dating. In the end, Johnny ended up winning the trial, and Amber ended up owing him money, and he had justice for his name and his reputation. And there was still some controversy, regarding him when Rihanna decided to put him in the Savage Fenty show because, he had been accused of abuse, you know what I'm saying? But their relationship was just chaotic. They both did disgusting things to one another. But watching that trial, honey, was like watching an episode of Days of Our Lives. It was that messy and juicy, and it will go down in pop culture history. So, my loves, that is the end of part 1 of my 20 most shocking celebrity moments of 2022. Be on the lookout tomorrow for part 2, where I break down number 10 through 1. You won't believe what my number 1 moment is. You will be shocked. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to count down from number 10 through 1. Let me know what were some of your most shocking celebrity moments of 2022 down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.